Hey guys, how are you? All right, I just wanted to share something and it's kind of fun. I was talking to some other friends that have their house on the market. I'm like, okay, so I had an energy session the other day with one of my coaches and we weren't necessarily talking about this, but then it came up, right? And then I wanted to share it. All right, so this house we have, you guys, is on the market and we are purchasing another house, which is, it's great, right? We love the area. It's closer to Augie's school. It's closer to where we do where we live, right? Now, many of you guys know that I actually really love my house as well. So I'm just talking to them about this, I have a coaching session. She's kind of an energy worker and I have like these 5 or 6 topics I want to talk to her about. I'm like, okay, can I just talk to you about the house? Like moving, like everything is energy, right? If you guys are a studier of like consciousness and, I mean, this could be a whole different Facebook Live, right? But I'll just go Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins talks about everything's energy and everything is state and so we're just talking about like, okay, the selling of the house, because she was like, okay, let's just talk about the energy of selling the house, right? So we're talking about the new house. She's like, okay, well, let me just get the blueprint on the new house. She's like, what's the address to the new house? So I have her notes here. So I tell her the address to the new house. She's like, okay. She goes, I get a positive. She's like, I'm checking the energetic blueprint. Is the energetic blueprint of the new house match the energetic blueprint of you and Jason and Augie? She's like, okay, I'm getting a positive. It sounds like it's a great positive move. I'm like, okay, great. Then she's like, let me get the address of your house. So I give her the address of my house. And she's like, oh, okay, well, this house has a great vibration. I'm like, yes. She's like, it's a high consciousness. I'm like, yes, right? It just feels, high, like high vibration, you guys, high frequency. She's like, oh, people walk in and they love it. I'm like, yes, right? People walk in and they're like, it just feels good. It's open and it's white and it's airy and it's spacious and it's like over the water. So then it really feels spacious. Okay, so she's talking about like, I should probably shut that off. That's going to keep dinging you guys, right? All right. Okay. So she's like, all right, let me just check and see if there's any attachments that you have or that Jason has. Well, of course my mind's like, oh, I'm attached to this thing. I'm attached to this thing. But I think because we found a new house and I'm really excited to move out to the new area, you guys, I've come to terms with like, I'm complete with this, right? So she's like, okay, I don't see an attachment for you. I don't see an attachment for Jason, but I do see an attachment for Augie. I was like, She's like, it's not a big deal. She's just like, his little being and soul it's never experienced a physical move before, right? We lived in this house when he was born. She's like, it's not a big deal. She's like, he's just not fully on board yet. And he's not fully on board yet because he hasn't experienced it. I'm like, okay, like any of us, you guys, when you haven't experienced something before, no matter what it is, like, you guys, I didn't have a baby until I was 40 years old because I hadn't experienced having a baby and I had all of this fear about having a baby, right? But now that I've experienced it, I'm like, oh, whatever. I was like, whatever, I can do this. So she's like, it's not bad. She's like, he just isn't familiar with the idea. So let's just do things to have him be familiar with the area. So his energetic blueprint is aligned with leaving this house and is excited about a new house. So some of the things that we talked about was like driving him by the house, giving him a tour of the house. He's really into having bunk beds, you guys. And this house has like an area for bunk beds. So she's like, get him on board with the bunk beds. Maybe go there and go and visit the community. She's like, and the more that he gets used to that, like he'll be excited in his little soul and will be excited about the process. And that'll help that transition of like releasing the energy of this house. Okay. So then she's like, we're talking, I'm like, all right, can you, no, this might be out there, right? For some of you guys, and for some of you guys are like totally into what I'm saying. She's like, let me just find out if there's like a buyer lining up for your house, right? I'm like, I just want to know, I'm like, am I going to be paying like 2 house payments for like the next 24 months of my life? And that's great if I am. I'm super not excited about that, but if that's what, you know what I mean? That's what's in store for me. I got it. I'm all right with it. I'm not excited about it, but I'll honor it. So she's like, no, I see there's a buyer. Energetically, I see a buyer that's lining up, but the timing just has to play out. I'm like, okay. She's like, now this is what I want you to do. So you guys, here is the house, right? I just went to like, the website of the realtor that has it on the market and I printed out the property description. She's like, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to take a red marker. So I'm doing it live with you guys, right? Red marker. She's like, you write sold and big red letters, sold. You guys see that? Across the front. I printed out 5 of these suckers. Sold across the paper. I'm like, okay, I got it. All right, so you get it. I'm doing this tonight though. I'm completing all of them. She's like, and then what you want to do is you like post them all over the house. Like this is my desk, you guys, and I'm in the office a decent amount. So she's like, wherever you guys see it, or wherever you see it a lot. So she's like the refrigerator, the desk, the bathroom, wherever you guys see it a lot. She's like, just act as if your house is sold. And then when you act as if your house is sold, right? You're also like putting the energy out there to have a happy, joyful buyer. Okay. She goes, now you also want to be joyful yourself. So you want to get a certain amount of money for it. So she's like, act as if it's sold. You want to thank the universe for selling. You want to thank, the universe for attracting and bringing to you a happy buyer and having them pay this particular price, right? So here's my action for the evening, right? Sold to a happy, joyful buyer. They're so excited to be in this house because it's an amazing house. And we're receiving this dollar amount for the house, right? So I don't know what else you guys can do this with. I'm doing it with the house right now, but I'm telling you, I'm making a list of other things that I could joyfully act as if and manifest also into my being.